So you've already seen how to do a search term report for negative traffic to find negative keywords to add to block stuff that's wasting our clients' money. Now you're going to see how to do a search term report for new traffic, for more good traffic that we've been showing for on Broadmatch, and that would drive down the cost per conversion and make our clients more money if we had added as their own keywords or even built ad groups around search terms that have converting really well. So first thing you should do in any search term report is do the negatives that I showed you previously in one of the account creation videos, so go check that out if you haven't seen that yet. Now I'm just going to show you how to do the opposite to find search terms that we should be adding as keywords. So I'm going to pretend like I haven't looked at this account for key search terms for new traffic for a couple months. So I've set the date range accordingly. You should just be looking since the last time you've done this. So if it's been a month since you did the last search term report for new keywords to add, then do a month. If it's been 2 weeks, then do 2 weeks. So where I'm in the keywords tab, and then again I go to search terms here in details, select all. So before you'd be, when you're doing the negatives, you're going to be organized by cost and just looking for the search terms that are wasting our money. Now we're going to look for things that converted really well and we should add as new keywords. So you should sort by conversions. The account-wide cost per conversion is $38. Anything that's doing a much better than that, we should be showing for. So Buy Comics Online at 30, I would probably add, but it's already added as exact match. You can also tell here by the green button. Comic Shops Online also added. So Batman Comics here is already a phrase match for Batman Comics, so you don't really need to add that, especially since cheap is misspelled here. However, right here, Superman Unleashed and Superman Unchained, so there must be some new hot Superman Unleashed or Unchained comic out that's converted for 18 cents and 44 cents respectively. So I would definitely be building an ad group around that, or at the very least adding that to the Superman ad group as keywords with higher broad phrase and exact match bids than the other keywords in that ad group, since these seem to be doing really well. Buy Justice League Comics already added. Where can I buy Age of Ultron? Triggered Age of Ultron on phrase match, so don't have to worry about that. Comics for sale, I would check and see if comic space for space sale was a keyword, and if it is, then I wouldn't worry about this, but if it's not, then I would add it as broad phrase and exact into probably just this Buy Comics ad group would be fine. Online comic shops here and online comic stores. Kiss Comic Stores, I don't know what that is, so I wouldn't worry about it. Online comic shops and comic stores online both convert for really cheap. I would add those as keywords. I might even create those are going to the Buy Comics ad group, so I might just create an online comic shops ad group if I didn't have one already, and then build an ad that is you think is going to draw the eye and get clicked on a lot for those types of keywords. So yeah, you just go through, and there's a lot of stuff on Broadmatch you can see here that's converting very well. So there's a lot of good new things that we could use to drive down our clients' cost per conversion by adding them as new keywords on broad phrase and exact match with higher bids because they've already proven to convert cheaply, or even building full ad groups around them, which doesn't take that long, and you'll get used to doing, and our clients will make more money and be happy with us. So this was for a e-commerce store, although they didn't have e-commerce tracking, conversion tracking, which you can definitely use when you're looking through this cost per conversion stuff. So let's look at a client. This is a third-party injury lawyer in Seattle that we do work for, and he has told us that first off, the conversion here is a phone call conversion that's being piped in from call tracking metrics into analytics into AdWords. So he's told us that phone calls are very valuable to him. He said sometimes he tells us they're worth $150 each at least. Sometimes he tells us they're worth $500. So we're always looking for new ways to drive more good traffic to them. So you can see here a bunch of broad match for all their. I've organized by cost per conversion, which is another way you can look for stuff. So all of these are much lower than the account wide of $204 in terms of cost per conversion. Oh, excuse me. And they're all on broad match. So you should definitely be adding all of these as keywords. Maybe building ad groups around them. So check the ad groups that they're in and see if they work within those. If not, you should be writing targeted ads for each of these. And in that way, maybe we can get this cost per conversion down to below $100, in which case we'd be sending our client twice as many phone calls at the same cost, and they'd probably love us and spend more, and we'd make more money. So that's how you do a search term report for positive traffic, new traffic that we should be using to drive down the cost per conversion. And once you've done this and the negative search term, or the search term report for negative traffic, you're done with your search term report.